I would not sell bathwater. Would you sell bathwater, Pippa?
What's wrong with selling bathwater, Kirsha?
Oh, are you sure you want to go that route? Because I remember distinctly.
Let's go.
I distinctly remember having a collab with you before, where you were like really grossed out that someone suggested that Phase Connect sell owner holes of the talent's vaginas. Do you remember that? I remember that.
Yeah, and I would not like that. But I'm also a hypocrite. Are you a hypocrite, Kirsha?
I am not a hypocrite, but at least you admit it. That satisfies me.
You're not a hypocrite ever?
No. Well, I mean, not ever.
Whoa, really?
I mean, sure, sometimes I do on accident.
Ah. Interesting.
I try my best to be consistent and not be hypocritical.
You know what, Kirsha? I think human beings are made to be hypocrites. We are meant to protect our own interest while othering others so that we may fortify our tribes.
Well, yeah, if you want to be a decent person, you gotta push away some of that selfishness.
But
that's
not all
only
of it.
taking care of yourself. Yeah, not all of it. You gotta be selfish sometimes.
So how do you decide how selfish you should be or how selfish you shouldn't be?
I don't know. You have a set code of morals and standards that you live by, and you try your best to not run afoul of them.
And how do you decide those morals and standards? All purely based on self-interest. It's what makes you feel good.
It's not purely based on self-interest.
It's what makes you feel good.
Well, not necessarily.
Really?
Well, yeah, because like sometimes you do stuff for other people and you don't like doing it, and it doesn't make you feel good, but you still do it because you're like...
Because you're getting something out of it.
No, you're not getting anything out of it. It's just like,
really?
Even if it's a little bit of an inconvenience for me, I can still deal with it because it will be better for them.
You know what I think?
What?
I don't think people ever do anything for the sake of another person entirely. I think no matter what, something that you do is going to give you some sort of like positive dopamine shot to your brain, and that's why you do it. Because if it was like, if somebody's car's broken down on the side of the road, help them because it's the right thing to do. And that feels good for you. If you didn't care that it was the right thing to do, you wouldn't do it.
Yeah, but why is it the right thing to do, Pippa?
Because it makes you feel good to help somebody else and to participate in society.
You feeling good doesn't necessarily make it a good thing.
It makes it a good thing for you, and that is why you do it.
So your moral standard is that if it feels good for you, it doesn't matter how it makes other people feel?
That's not what I said. I'm saying that you do things because they make you feel good. In regards to how it makes other people feel, right? If it makes somebody feel bad and you feel like that's bad, then you're not gonna do it.
But what if it makes you feel good?
Then you will do the bad thing. But naturally, human beings are not like programmed to be like that, and that's why it's like a mental disorder. It's like psychopathy, antisocial personality disorder.
It might not be antisocial, right? Like the bug chaser people, I wouldn't say those are antisocial.
What does that have to do with what you brought up?
Because they enjoy, it makes them feel good to infect other people with HIV.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people that fuck bugs.
No. I
forgot that was a thing, Gersha. Jesus Christ. What an intellectual conversation. I'm 14 and this is deep. All those kinds of comments, right? You people are so fucking insecure about talking about subjects more meaningful than just shit like, is Palworld good or bad? You guys are so fucking stupid. You're so fucking insecure. You feel threatened by other people having a conversation about morality, and you have to vent that frustration by complaining in my chat. Just those people that make those comments, right? If you're not making those kinds of comments, you're just thinking them. Then you're based. Stay shut the fuck up. Person does something because it makes them feel good, but they also acknowledge that it's wrong. Does that contradict this whole theory? No, because how are they acknowledging that it's wrong? If you're just saying like, oh yeah, this is bad by the basis of other people feeling that it's bad, or I know it makes other people feel bad because I can like see their pain, right? I can like visually see that they're in pain, so I know that this is bad. And it's providing no benefit to this person, right? It's not like a necessary evil kind of thing.
How do you know that
like
people feeling pain is bad?
Because the person says, I'm in pain, please stop.
Well, yeah, but why is that bad? Like, what moral code tells you that other people feeling pain is bad? But there are people who enjoy pain.
Okay, well, there's people that enjoy rape. Does that mean that rape is good?
No, it does not. You asked me earlier, like, what moral code are you using? And it's like, well, you gotta just kind of find your way around, right? So I'm asking you.
Yeah, so in general,
like, who says that pain is bad?
In general, you're gonna use a combination of other things that other people are saying that you trust and you hold value to their opinion to, right? And some things are going to be just things you like intrinsically know. And maybe those things will have to be like adjusted as you get older because you realize that the worldview is only held by you. And so it is something that is not going to conform to society. And perhaps, right, that still does not mean, like, perhaps, like, it doesn't conform to society, but it's, like, maybe the rest of society is wrong, right? So you can still feel as good. But then it's like, how are you going to say in general that everybody has, like, the same...
If something is normalized to the point where everyone in society believes that it is a thing, how do you know when it is you that is correct and it is society that is wrong?
Presumably, you would know that you're correct on everything that you feel until it is proven wrong, and sometimes you just have to disagree with other people.
Because it's like, you know, with anxiety, I feel very panicked and anxious about things sometimes, things that I shouldn't even be anxious or panicked about. And so when I feel that way and I talk to someone, I'm just like, hey, should I be anxious about this? And they're just like, no. And here's why you shouldn't be anxious. And it's like, oh, well, okay, I feel a little better now. I feel a little better now. So they kind of made me think a little bit differently about a situation that I was thinking incorrectly of.
Ignore Pippa, there are free Philosophy 101 books online if you want to learn even the absolute most basic fundamentals about morality. Kind of required reading, to be honest. You know what? Honestly, I don't care. I just like to argue.
But what if you didn't argue? What if you agreed sometimes?
I do agree sometimes.
Do you have opinions, or do you like just playing devil's advocate?
Sometimes it's fun to play devil's advocate, right? Because it's fun to explore ideas that you don't necessarily agree with, but don't necessarily like know the arguments against. You know?
Yeah.
So you play devil's advocate, so you propose arguments that you can think of for that thing, and then hear other people disagree. And then you're kind of like, oh, you know, that sounds right. Or, no, yeah, actually, these arguments against this thing don't seem right. Perhaps I should reevaluate why I believe what I believe.
Yeah. That was like when I talked to you about the bug rapist.
Don't rape the bugs, Yrsha.
Yeah, don't rape the bugs. Don't do that.